Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome back to my little jungle. Hello everyone, welcome back to my little jungle. Yes, finally I moved my plants outside. I actually moved them yesterday. It was already night after I'm done taking them outside, so that's why I just now going to take a video. But anyway, I have some here. That's my succulent, and I have here too. And see, some of them are not in good shape, but at least they're still alive. I have my tripod there because I'm going to use it a little later. So let me show you my plants, how they are doing right now after that winter. So I have here my Monstera, the same place where I always put it. This is the little Monstera one, but this is my first batch Monstera, and the other one Monsteras are there. Those are the sisters of this one. But anyway, this is my propagation of this one here. This is my propagation of my Pothos, my I forgot the name of the Pothos already. Anyway, I just woke up and I don't know. My brain cells is not working so well yet. And you know, this one is my variegated alocasia, but this is the baby of that one, and it turns out that it went back to a green leafy ones, but it's growing so very well. That's why I keep it inside the house. I also have this one here, of course. The second batch of my Monstera. The other Monsteras that I just showed you earlier, that one was bought a year before last year. So, but it's only like 8 months after this one was purchased. But anyway, this is, if you remember, this is my community pot that I made last year. Yes. The other phalaenopsis that I planted right there, it died. I don't know, maybe it got frozen. But I still have this one here growing. That giganti, Rincostylis giganti, is actually has a spike, but because of the weather, the buds just didn't grow through. But anyway, this is my Grammatophyllum Grammatophyllum leopard. Yeah, it's here the name, Grammatophyllum scriptum leopard. Yeah, that's it. And this is the dendrobiums that I put there too. So anyway, let's move on. I have plant that dying here. But I didn't take it off there yet because if you can see, there are still green, so it seems like it's trying to grow. Anyway, here is my Pothos. The mother plant is still alive, and my Cebu Blue is still alive, still doing okay. And my golden Pothos, this is my propagation, and look how it looks like now. They're just vine, but it has a growth there, so they're still gonna grow. And if you can see here, there are some growth. Oh, where are those? I think this is not the one. I think the mother plant's the one that has growth at the base. And my begonia is still alive, doing well, even if I did not water them for 2 months, almost 3 months. They did not get water in the house since I took them in. And my bonsai here is still alive. And this dendrobium here is trying to survive. If you can see, even if I put them in winter rest because I really did not water them in the house, it grew that much little growth there. And my Monstera, I don't know what's wrong with the leaves, because look. Well, I don't know, we'll see. And yeah, these are my plants, my house plants that I saved from that winter. And I have these, I saved this one here, but this one I leave it here, my succulents, and most of them are dying. Yeah, but some of them are still alive, so that's good. And now here is my orchid. This is the Dendrobium spectabile. It's just it's not growing very well, see that? And my Stanhope, I don't know if it still has a growth there, but these Cattleyas, they're just doing so great while they're in the house. Even if I did not water them, like I said, it grown this much growth. When I look at it when they're still in the house, this growth seems like dead because it's so pale. It looks like almost brown. Being pale, it's really look like dead. But I was so happy yesterday when I took them out because this is actually alive. And even this one here, that one is growing as well, and even that one. And if you can see my Dendrobium here, this is my fuzzy, my memory fizz. This is my love memory fizz, and it is also growing, but there are some that degrades, like this one here. That's all right. That's a old cane actually, but it has a growth there, a cakey, and so that's all right. And it has actually node all over it. See, it has a node here. I think, I'm not sure if that's a cakey or a spike, but we'll see a little later if that's a spike or a and here my another Dendrobium, the one that I bought in Lowe's, it's still alive. And I actually replaced the medium because the plant is kind of struggling with that medium, so I just managed to replace it while it's so cold, but that's how it is. And there's another one, this one here too. This one doesn't have growth yet, but it has a node there, so I'm so happy with it. And look, this baby here just gave me this beautiful, so beautiful flower. It only has one, but hey, I'm so happy with it, and it smells so delicious at night. And it also has another one here. Oops, see, I hope that would grow too. I mean, you know, this is just so beautiful. I've been adoring this so much while inside because, oh, my little star. But this one though, the spike didn't grow. I don't know why it blasted, but well, you know the reason. This one here also has a growth. If you can see, the growth did not die, it grows so good. But this one kinda, it has a lot of new growth at the bottom, but it's kinda being slow growing, well, because it's winter. And look, I have a new growth here, and I have two. See that one little one there? Yeah, I have two growth from this one. And this is my, okay, oh, this is my paradise. That is so cool. I have this growing. And this is my so excitement one. My excited baby here. See that? The sheath. I thought the sheath is not alive, but last week when I checked this one, hey, look at that, it's pregnant. I have a preggy catty. So I have that one there, and I am so being impatient waiting for these to bloom, because this is my beautiful Williams Trumpet, and this is such a beautiful flower. I think this is a orange one. I'm not sure. I forgot the bloom with this one, but I'm so excited with it. And this cattleya here, it's been having problem while inside the house, but it's growing so good as well. This is my Brasileia cattleya, aristocrat cross with Rincoleia digbyana, ayun, and also cross with BLC Pamela Hetherington. And it has a sheath, but I don't know if the sheath is gonna give me a buds as well. But you see, that one cattleya there, I don't know that it's alive. I mean the buds, I mean the spike. Come on now. I'm just so excited. I don't know what to say. Alright, let's move on because I'm being so excited now. And here my propagation of my Hoya. It's actually the Hoya rubber wax, but it's supposed to have a variegated leaves, but look, it turned green, but it's alright, it's beautiful. And I have there, that's my golden Pothos propagation. Well, some of my propagation there are not doing well, especially my maxillaria. It's dying. So anyway, let's move on. And this is my RLC Madame Edith Bungo. It has a new growth there, and there's a lot of nodes that are gonna grow, and it is infected with it's not mealybugs, it's scales. If you can see, that's a scale, but I've already sprayed it with alcohol, so those are dead already. See that? But I'm still going to remove those to make sure that those insects will be gone. So this pot, the plant died. Sorry. The plant here died. I think this is, yeah, I don't actually remember this one, but this one here I just poked that there because it's also dying, but I poked that there and it's not doing well, of course, because that's not how we do it. And this is actually my fern. It died. I don't know why it died, but see, that died. And look at my luscious what do you call this, begonia. The leaves, see that leaves, there's no much leaves, but it's trying to grow back now. They're bouncing back, so they're good. They're crispy leaves now again. And see my propagation, because they did not get too much water. I mean, they did not get any water since I put them inside the house. Look how ugly their leaves, but they're trying to get back to life now that they're outside. And here's my Mosaic Fern. I think this is also fern, and it's also has a new growth. I have a lot of those, but some of them died. You know why? Of course, when you have plants and you don't water for almost 3 months, what's gonna happen with your plants, right? And look at this one here. This is a dendrobium here, and I have a phalaenopsis mounted here. I think this is my yellow phalaenopsis. This is the one that has bloom, a yellow bloom. And all right, oh, here, see this one here, this is my, it's not propagation. I'm trying to save this one because it gets infected with the same insect, a scale, but I tried to save it, and I think it's growing some roots at the bottom because I couldn't pull it anymore. Same thing with the other one here, And but this one has a new growth. If you can see that little thing there, that's a new growth. And I don't know what's the name of this cattleyas, but this one here is my Zygonesia. Let's see the name. It's Zygonesia Rocky Brune. It has a new growth. If you can see, the growth is getting bigger, and I think it has roots growing already. Let's peep. Yeah, those little white there are roots growing. So there's more my propagation, and I have a propagation of my snake plants. Those are my propagation. Oh, this one here is already growing again. This is my Alocasia poly. Yeah, they they went dormant. I also have one here, but it seems like it's dead already, but it's all right. You see this one here? This is my variegated plant, and then when it has the leaves was kind of so ugly, so I trim it and I poke it here, and this is what happened. These are the growth. So these are my propagation. Same thing with that. And those are the mother plants. Those are the mother plants of my propagation here, my aglaonemas. Yeah, those are the parents. And another ugly looking thing, my dendrobium, but I'm still so hoping that it's going to grow. Let's take that out of there. And here we go. This is my variegated alocasia. It really needs to be propagated, because if you can see that how tall it is now, so I need to propagate them. And this is a baby of that one, and those I have, I think, 2 little pops. Yeah, I have 1 little pop there and there, so I have 3 from this, and this is the mother plant. So I am going on spring, and that's gonna be next month. I am going to propagate this one. That way I have, it's not like that way I have more, that way I have a beautiful plant. And my Xanadu, see this here? Yeah, it's kind of looking ugly too, the leaves, but hey, it's going to get a pretty leaves very soon, because they're outside now. They love to grow out here. And look, my Monstera deliciosa. I did not remove this yet because, like I didn't say it yet, right? Yeah, because they are just gonna stay here until Friday morning. Friday afternoon I am going to start to move them back in the living room, because the weather is gonna drop down to 40s again. Actually it's 40 Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. We use Fahrenheit here in United States. So, and here my sweet little thing, it's actually a monster thing for me, because it's a huge plant orchid. It's been struggling for quite moments now, but because of the scale, see, there's still the remnants of the scales, but those are already dead because I spray them all the time with alcohol. But see that I have a new growth here, and I have another one here. I actually have 2. I just saw that yesterday while I was moving them, and I think that's a new growth there as well. Not there, but I'm not sure if that's still alive, because it's been there for, it's been there for last time when I take them in the house. So here's my other propagation thing. I've put it there, that way I minimize space in the house. See, I have more propagation there. But these are my Monsteras. These are the Monstera that my husband bought for me. a year before the last one. This is the first batch that my husband bought for me. And if you remember, I have a very huge elephant ear here. This is it. I did not take this in the house because it was so huge, and it's kind of so heavy because it's so full with the soil. So I just left it here, and the leaves died, but the root is still all right. So I have this here. This is still alive, so we are just going to wait until it pops a new growth again. So yeah, I have propagations there. And here is my orchid tower. Most of the orchid really died. See that my phalaenopsis that I mounted here, it's dying, and it's actually dead already because it doesn't have any roots anymore. I mean any leaves anymore, but the roots is still green, so I still gonna let it stay there for a moment. We'll see if it's still gonna give me a new growth or whatever, because you know they tend to give you a cakey like that. But this is my dendrobium here. It has a spike last year, and it lasted for 2 months. It just now like this for quite a moment now, but I don't see any growth yet. But my cattleya here, finally it's trying to grow now. It's been struggling too, and I kind of so upset because the mouse, there is a, oh, it's not a mouse, it's a rat. There is a rat that get in the house, and look what it did. It munched, and see that got broken. I just poke it there thinking that and hoping that it will grow something, but I'm not sure of that. But anyway, I have a little growth there. See there, it's kind of little white there. So, and this is my other tower, and this is the same dendrobium as that one. And see, I have a new growth here. Hey, I just now see it. Yesterday I didn't see that. See that little growth there, that little green at the bottom there. That is so cool. Oh honey, you're so sweet to mommy. So this is my dendrobium ultraviolatium pygmy crossed with Hodgsoniii. And yeah, I have some orchid here that's still growing. Oh, this here, my Vanda, I am so glad and so happy and so proud of them. It didn't die. This is actually my my Kasim Jumbo. This is my Vanda Kasim Jumbo. Yeah, I have two. This one is the baby one, and I have another one here. It's kind of big, but I don't know what happened with the crown of this one, because look, I really don't know what happened. I've already put cinnamon there when the crown get mushy, but it's still, it seems like it's still dying. See, I'm not sure if this is gonna thrive again, but I hope it will, because I am so excited for this to give me bloom, because the bloom of this one is just so beautiful. Oh, I need to water this again later, so to remove that ugly thing. So that's my sweetheart there as well. And the third one is here. I have one that just died. This one here. Yup. I'm so upset because this is my, see, my Tootsie Maggie jars. And Yeah, I'm so upset because that's what happened to her. So anyway, yeah. Oh, let me show you the dendrobium that has a spike, but the bloom didn't go through because of the situation. See, this is where the buds are. There's only two, but it didn't go through. The bloom didn't go through. It actually got blasted. But I have new growth all over here already. Well, it's not spring yet, but it's almost spring. So that's why maybe they're starting to do that now. And so those are the orchids that are left from the winter, the ones that survived from the winter. So this is for today's video, folks. I'm sorry that my video is kind of too long. I am just so excited to show with you what I have left and what plants and orchids that survived from the winter. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I would like to extend my warmest regards to all of my channel members. I also call them channel sponsors, and thank you so much for your trust on my channel. I really appreciate it, and it really helps a lot. And also, yes, I have a join button. So folks, to those who doesn't know yet, I'm letting you know that I have a join button, and if you would like to help my channel grow, please consider being my member. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.